What's going on, everybody? It's Kyle Vinnick, and today we're going to get into a Bluetooth cassette adapter by Ion. If you're like me and have a car that doesn't have an aux port or Bluetooth audio streaming, I think this Bluetooth cassette adapter is a perfect solution. Personally, for me, the only issue I have with this cassette adapter is that I have to recharge it. But I always keep a wired cassette adapter for backup, just in case my Bluetooth cassette adapter dies and I don't have a charger for it. But yo, if you have that iPhone 7 that doesn't feature that headphone jack, this audio receiver is the best solution if you have a car that still features that cassette deck. So I don't really know what you would call this. You could call it an audio cassette adapter or a Bluetooth music receiver. But for the rest of the video, I'm gonna just call it Bluetooth cassette, just to keep the syllables to a minimum. So taking a look around the Bluetooth cassette, on this side up, you got your microphone, which works best when you pull it out from the door. It's also a remote, so you can play pause to tracks, activate the voice assistants based on which phone you got. But unfortunately, it doesn't have the volume controls. Get that micro USB port for the charge, a light indicator for Bluetooth, and an off and on switch. And underneath the two little holes, you got a message that reads, "Adapter will power on automatically when inserted into a tape deck." So you would think it wouldn't really matter if you have the Bluetooth cassette off or on. But if you flip it over to this side down, you got a message that reads, "For best results, leave the power switch in the off position when inserting into a tape deck." So basically, you don't take advantage of the auto off feature when you have the power switch on. So what I do is I leave the power switch on off, and whenever I leave my car, I just hit that eject button so it could just automatically turn off. And when I get back in my car, I just pop the tape in, it turns on, and then it automatically reconnects to my phone. And the reconnecting speed is actually pretty quick. But there is one issue with the connection. So you have your phone connected, and then you get out of Bluetooth range, and then a couple minutes later, you try to get back in range, your phone is not automatically going to reconnect. So that's why I always press that eject button whenever I leave my car. But anyways, speaking of Bluetooth range, it's not that good. I'd be standing just about 10 feet and the audio would just be stuttering. I think this is the worst part of this product. But you know, most of the time I'm using this device, I'm always in the car anyway, so. But I think it's still something to improve from for the next generation, hopefully. But to be honest with you, I don't really remember how the Bluetooth connecting process was. But I think I just inserted the cassette in the tape deck, and then since it wasn't connected to any previous devices, I was just able to find the name in the Bluetooth settings and connect it from there. But once you insert the cassette in the deck and you have your volume up, you hear one beep to know that it's on, and then you get a second beep to know that it's connected. So I didn't really specify that you can also use the microphone to have phone conversations. The quality is not that good. Like, it's pretty decent when you're just sitting in your car and it's not loud outside. But when you're driving through the winds and the other cars around you, it's going to be difficult to pick up sound from the microphone.
How may I help you?
Hey man, I was wondering if you guys still got that Mario Kart 8 in stock for the Nintendo Switch?
Yeah, for the Nintendo Switch, yeah.
How many do you have?
I have plenty in stock, so if you needed a copy, you can swing by.
Alright, I'll probably be there in a couple minutes.
No problem, buddy.
Alright man, thanks.
No problem.
Bye-bye. Navigate me to the closest Walmart.
Sure, Walmart. Head south on East Cuthbert Boulevard towards south.
But real quick, the battery life on the Amazon page, it says 4+ hours of usage. I only charged this thing once within the 2 weeks of owning it, and I don't really keep track on my actual usage. But if I were to guess, I think it does live up to at least 4 hours of usage. But the thing that sucks, when you plug in a charger in this thing, it doesn't show that it's charging. It does says that I have a 120 milliampere battery, and of course, lastly, the audio quality of this thing. Overall, I think it's really good. The bass is there. A lot of times, I find the clarity sounding better than my wired monster cassette adapter. But you know, the sound does get tinny and staticky, but that comes with any cassette adapter you use. I don't know about you guys, but I have this volume syncing technique that I use. Basically, I simultaneously raise the volume on both of the devices. So in my case, I would raise the volume from my car as I'm also raising the volume to my phone. But it has to be like at the same level, you know? Plus, I don't want to raise the volume too loud from my phone because that also makes the sound more tinny. So for example, I would raise my car volume to a volume 8, and then as I'm hitting volume 8, I'm pressing my phone volume up button 8 times. But anyways, I could see myself using this Bluetooth cassette for the longest time until they update it for, like, you know, better connection range, better mic quality, better battery life, better battery life indicator. So yeah, let me know if you guys would rock this Bluetooth cassette. If you have a cassette deck in your car, or a cassette deck on an old radio system. As always, comment down below. Let me know what you think about the video. And make sure you're subscribed for the latest.
Later.